Hi there, Likes Excel family. Welcome to this video. My name's Alby, Koster, if I haven't met you before, and it's great to have you here. I've got a very special guest with me today. I've got a guy who's all the way over in Israel, and we've been dealing with this gentleman for about 5 or 6 years. His name is Mr. Igor Kheifets, or Kheifets. I think I've said that right. Hi, Igor. Welcome to this
you
video.
Did not butcher my last name. I appreciate that.
Fantastic to have you here. And it's great to see you again. Igor and I talk regularly, and Igor has been providing traffic for myself and many of our team for quite some years now. Now, I just want to sort of share a little bit about our background and our story, because it actually was a bit of a rocky start. You might remember, Igor. I bought my very first patch of traffic off Igor, and I didn't get delivered the whole amount. I tried reaching out to the person who was managing his business at the time. I never got any response. Didn't understand he was going through some different managers at the time. I gave my 10 cents worth to Igor, and Igor, being the professional that he was, came back. Not only did he give me all my traffic, he gave me a heap more traffic that I didn't ask for, and I got a heap more sales and made a bunch of money. And that's how I became very loyal to Igor and his traffic source. So, and just a background to traffic is very good. Traffic is very, very difficult to find online. You've literally got to dig through mountains of dirt to find little nuggets of gold when it comes to traffic. Every scammer on the internet knows that traffic is probably one of the most sought after commodities. It's the currency of the internet, in fact. And every scammer is trying to rip you off with some rubbish traffic out there. And you really have to be vigilant and diligent to get out there and just literally blow a whole bunch of money before you find some good sources. So Igor is one of the good guys. As I said, he's been producing traffic for our team for years now. He provides good traffic. He's honest, reliable, loyal. Love this guy. I've built a close friendship over the time as well. So Igor, do you want to just tell a little bit about how you got into the traffic business? Maybe just a minute or so about your background.
Yes, absolutely. First off, thanks anyone who's watching and listening. Me and Alby, we go way back, and the beginning of our relationship has been rocky. And Alby kind of hit me up about 6 months after he purchased traffic with me. And he's like, I was not pleased with this, and I'm like, wait, I don't even understand. And so when I checked in, I realized that the last email we got from you was like several months back, and nobody responded. So it kind of fell through the cracks. So I decided that it was important to deliver on what we promised, because it seems to be the rare commodity online that people making promises they don't deliver on. And as a result, I think that's one of the longest standing relationships we ever had in the business to this point. And we've supported you guys through several product launches, and we pretty much served the entire team. So I'm really proud of that. I consider that to be a personal achievement. As far as where I come from, how I got in the traffic business, the story isn't glamorous or anything like that. I'm not like a genius whiz kid or anything like that. I started as an affiliate marketer. For the most part, I was really trying to make sales as an affiliate, and then I somehow got invited into a secret Skype group. And at the time, this traffic source wasn't really mainstream like it is right now. In this Skype group, there was like less than 25 people all over the world that were, focusing on traffic generation. And I just realized, hey, this could turn into a business, because turns out very few people understand and have the ability to get quality traffic to their offers. That seems to be the evergreen problem in this marketplace. And I decided to hit that. At first, it started like a really small business on a shoestring. I bootstrapped it. And slowly we grew into becoming, I believe, one of the largest traffic providers in the internet marketing space.
Yep, well, I can confirm that. Having been through about 5,000 different traffic providers over the years, one of the great things that our team can benefit from is our sad experience, and we can help them avoid all the pitfalls and mistakes that we've made. So to the Likes Excel team, we are smoothing out the path for you. Igor, one of the questions that I know some of the seasoned operators in our business are going to be thinking to themselves is, what's the difference between your traffic and most other traffic out there?
Oh, that's a great question. If you're a seasoned traffic purchaser, a seasoned traffic buyer, and media buyer, you understand that most of the traffic sources out there, they're not what they seem. Like everyone can talk a big game, of course, but very few people can actually deliver. And a lot of times it happens because, first off, many traffic sources are not in control of their leads. They're actually brokering it. So not only you're paying extra for just resell, but you're also like whoever's giving you the traffic has no idea what you're getting. They're not testing this with their own offers. They're not putting this to their own like grinder, if you will. What we do, we buy a lot of traffic, but we put it through our own funnels and we qualify the leads. So we do our best to kind of separate the fake, the bots, the lurkers, the trolls, away from the good people who actually genuinely want to check out what you got, who are willing to put in a real email address into your capture page, people who are willing to whip out their credit card if the offer makes sense, if there is trust, if there has been proper marketing, which of course another element to the whole thing. Now, so that's one. Two, just like Alby said, we take our customer support seriously. So you can always expect to hear back from us within less than 24 hours. We've actually been trying to minimize that down to 12. And we offer a risk-free guarantee, which is going to be very specific to the LXL funnel. We're going to be placing a conversion pixel. I'm going to be forwarding that to Alby so we can check the opt-in rates. So we will be the only traffic provider that will provide you with an opt-in rate guarantee when you drive traffic, which means we're kind of just removing a lot of that risk from the promotion. So anytime you do run traffic, you're getting a certain amount of leads for sure. And if that doesn't happen, we'll resend the traffic in full.
That's amazing. I actually don't think there may be one or two people out there, but I can't remember, who guarantee an opt-in rate. And as you said, that makes it a risk-free, or it's an investment. It really is. Traffic is fuel in the tank of your Ferrari, like LXL Pro sales and marketing system. So it's going nowhere without the traffic. So one of the mistakes I made, Igor, when I got started online, I remember clearly like it was yesterday because it burnt such a big hole in my pocket and through my leg. I remember I got hold of this so-called guru, and he was giving me all these conversion statistics, and he told me if you buy this much traffic, you're going to get X amount of results. So I just went out. We actually borrowed, I think, between myself, you remember Scotty and I borrowed nearly $10,000, and we just bought a patch of traffic. And we were going to retire in week number 2 after we bought this traffic. And we bought this traffic. I think we got one sale. Okay, and to say we were disappointed would be an understatement. We had no follow-up. We had no relationship building process in place. We just bought the traffic, sent it to a page, and one sale. Just tell us.
Mistake.
Rookie mistake. I know. I've come a long way. What happens? There is this expectation, and I do have to help people manage their expectations when they buy traffic, even the best traffic on the internet. And a lot of people think that all this great traffic and all these buyers are kind of hiding in some corner of the internet somewhere, some mysterious place. And as soon as you find that sort of secret sort of cache of traffic, they're magically going to make millions of dollars overnight. Tell us what the reality is and what sort of expectations people should have once they start getting your traffic.
Okay, so first off, the reality is there is no secret hideout for the best leads. Like there is no one place they all go to. There's no country club for rich leads. They usually hide within the general group of people. So, the big whale client, the one who's going to upgrade to the highest levels of your program, that person is not hiding in a secret location. They're out there. They're just waiting for the right person to go all in with. Okay, and the way to generate those clients is through your marketing, not through tapping any specific traffic source. Because I've had people, there were great clients that were referred to me. I had people who Googled my name and became great clients. So they just came from all sorts of different locations. Now, the concept the approach that you have to adapt into your business in order to generate as many of these clients as possible is this. You get everybody through the front door of your system. In your case, that's the landing page that you're using with the LXL Pro system. So you get them through the door. And from that point forward, you initiate a process, goal of which is to help them identify the problem they're experiencing. B, offer them a potential solution to that problem. C, show them that this solution is a great fit for them. And D, to build enough rapport and trust with that individual, because remember, it's easy to think that these are just numbers on a in your autoresponder system, right? These are real people, and they make decisions with their own set of beliefs. So your job is to become that trusted authority for that person, and create an environment where they feel comfortable making a buying decision, which is where the LXL system comes in, right? So obviously, it cannot replace the human interaction. But let's face it, I don't think you have the time, or I would personally not have the desire, not just the time, to go and talk to hundreds and hundreds of people every single day. It's just not something I would like to do. So you are playing a numbers game, and you are relying on the LXL Pro system to warm them up. Now, I still recommend you take a bit of a more personal approach and do allow people to chat with you via email, Skype, maybe get on a Skype call every now and again. That's awesome. And if you're able to do additional videos or write additional emails to what you're already getting with the system, that's also great, because you can always stand out. And when you do stand out, people look at you in a different way. So, but the point I'm trying to make is this: there is no rule that says if I'm getting the lead and the lead did not upgrade within 7 days, that's a bad lead, and I'm not going to get an upgrade ever. No, the rule I adapted in my business, and that I suggest to all my clients to adapt, is there is no expiration date for the lead. As long as they keep reading your emails, as long as they keep engaging you, they're still on the path to making that decision. Because you see, before any buying decision can happen, especially a long-term buying decision, which is what we're asking them to take. Remember, we're trying to help people change their lives financially. So it is a long-term decision. It is a lifestyle change. It is a complete opposite of what they're used to up until this point, working a day job. So in order for that to happen, we need to create trust. We need to quite literally create it where it doesn't exist. And trust is not an instantaneous process. Like, trust is not jumping off a cliff. Trust is a gradual slide, right? So we can't expect for everybody. There's going to be some people who will be quick to make a buying decision, but we can't expect for everyone to simply say, "Oh, that looks cool. Bam, I'm in." Most people will not be like that, because they do have the awareness and bad experiences in the past. Just, it doesn't even have to do with online marketing. Maybe they went out and purchased a car, and the salesperson, was not ethical with them, and they are not happy with their buying decisions. That buying decision has now influenced all the buying decision from that point in their life. So you have to keep all these details in mind. So it's just, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this whole approach, while systematic, and you guys are in luck to be joining such a team and having such a system in place, which automates a huge chunk of this entire process, you still have to keep in mind the fact that it is a marketing process, and marketing happens over time. Okay, and you will have to arm yourself with some patience if you are to achieve long-term success in this business.
No, that's a great answer. In fact, you've touched on some advanced techniques there, and in the future we'll be launching some advanced masterclasses throughout the LXL Pro system as well. But basically, the LXL Pro system, it sort of takes the relationship building process that Laurie and myself have kind of, I wouldn't say we've mastered it, but we've had a lot of success with it over the last however many years, and we've poured all that into the LXL Pro system, and it's going to do probably 80% of the work for you in that first couple of months. We've got, I think, about 2 months worth of relationship building and testimonial emails built into the system. But after that 2 months, where we've done 80% of the work, The advanced method is to download that list, and then if you really want to get into the masterclass stuff, is to then upload them into your autoresponder and then start to build a relationship with them yourself. But that's not what you have to do with the LXL Pro system to start with. That is an advanced technique, but we do most of that heavy lifting in that first couple of months, and you will get results. They won't come flooding in, but they'll just start to pop in one by one. Online marketing, you can probably testify to this, is a large numbers game. You have to go through a lot more numbers than you do offline. We can build instant rapport by looking in someone's eyes. Online, it's a lot more difficult. We have to try and translate trust sort of through an email or through a video, something like that. So LXL Pro does all of that work for you. So I don't think there's much else.
There's one more thing I wanted to add.
Is there? Yes, please.
You mentioned something big. It is a numbers game, and what it implies is not that you have to be okay with not closing deals, but what it implies is it's a game you play for the long haul, which means consistency is a big element of how you're going to show up in your prospects world. And so again, consistency and time it's a scientifically proven fact at this point. It is a requirement for trust to happen. Sure, we can shoot a video and we can, basically show ourselves to the world, but still, even after watching a video, you're simply removed a layer of skepticism. That's all you've done. So consistency with which you're constantly reaching out to those prospects that raised their hand and said, hey, I do want to find out more about what's going on here. The consistency will play a key role in their ability to say, maybe it's about time I check that out. Because you will always get three types of people on your list. Again, I hope this is not getting too overwhelming. I'm just trying to simplify things, but at the same time, mention a couple of key important things. So number one, you will always get at least some percentage of people who are not interested and are not interested to buy right now. I mean, they kind of went in out of curiosity, but that's pretty much where they're not. Then you're going to get people who are interested but not ready to buy right now, which is going to be pretty much the bulk of the people, where they say, I want this, but then they start reasoning with themselves why they can't do it. Well, because my job is too demanding in the summer, I'm going to do it in the winter, because my kid is going to college right now, I have to deal with that, I can't deal with this, etc. And number three, you will get people who are interested and are ready to buy, which means these are the people that are in a place in their life where they need results yesterday, because that's how we do it. That's the human nature. We don't do anything to prevent a disease, we do anything to get rid of it. So as soon as there's some sort of an issue or a problem or a life situation that forces us to look into solutions to help us improve our financial situation, we drop everything and we focus on that. So remember, three types of prospects. The first type, you pretty much just don't pay attention to them. You just accept the fact that there's going to be a certain percentage of those people and you let them go. Okay, they're going to be very quick to unsubscribe from the list. The second type, okay, is the type which you're going to get the bulk of, and this is where the whole follow-up and trust building, relationship building, testimonials, this is where it's going to, where the system is putting the heavy lifting on. And the last type is usually the people who will upgrade the fastest. Okay, but watch out, these are also the people that might do it out of an emotional reason, out of this pressure reason. So you have to follow up with them as soon as they join. Make sure that there's no buyer's remorse kicking in, because it also it happens. So again, treat this like a real business. Play the long-term game. Okay, and don't look for the magic button and magic potions, because that just doesn't exist.
And it's good what you mentioned about the three types of people. I call that the looking zone in life. There's sort of this thin band all the way through life, and people are always moving in and out of the looking zone. And you want to have an email sitting there exactly when they enter the looking zone. You want to be on top of their mind, which is what we call it, top of mind marketing, I guess. So now there's something that I haven't mentioned to people, is that you do a weekly podcast, and you've interviewed some of the top names in the industry. I think Mike Dillard, I think you did one with Robert Kiyosaki there a month and a half or 2 months ago. You've got that monthly podcast, but you've also got a mentoring program, a coaching program. Just give us a quick overview of your mentoring program.
Oh yeah, we call it the VIP Club, Igor's VIP Club. And in this program, what I do is I teach more about how to email. So if you really want to like take this to the level where you end up becoming a team leader, like Alby, like Lori, like some of the people on your team who kind of lead people themselves, which eventually you do want to become, because that's how you really create impact in this industry. We teach how to email. We teach how to become a leader, as in the qualities you got to project, and additional strategies on how to further develop yourself and your presence and your authority in the marketplace. Plus, you get additional traffic as a bonus from us. That's an opportunity, by the way, which you're going to be presented with as soon as you purchase traffic with us. One of the first two things you'll notice that you will get an opportunity to join the VIP Club. Whether or not you do, that's perfectly fine, but it's definitely something to consider if you are looking to go beyond average in this industry. Okay, I guess that's the ideal opportunity for someone like that. If you are not satisfied ever with being an average individual, then VIP Club is the place for you to be.
That's awesome. How do people get hold of your VIP Club?
Like I said, when you guys reach out to us for traffic and you decide on the package you want to purchase and you purchase it, we will present you with an opportunity to join. Now, if you wanted to skip that, which I usually do not allow, you could go to www.solvipclub.com. But when you join, you have to let us know that you are on Alby's team. That's please do let us know. Like, send us a separate email letting us know, hey, I'm with Alby, and he said, he suggested I should join the VIP Club. So I have to know that. Okay, I have to know that because it means you joined without going through the usual process, and that is important to me.
Perfect, thank you. And we've had heaps and heaps of our team members go through your coaching course over the years. The funny thing is, every time they get their first sort of contact with you, they normally end up drooling and dribbling because they've had a brain cleansing because of you're very confronting with trying to change their mindset. And the reason that people are trying to change is they realise there's something wrong with the way they're thinking, because your income's always directly proportionate to the way you think, right? So, which is actually, I'm starting to think I probably should go and do it again myself at this point. Igor, mate, always fantastic to see you, communicate with you, and have you on a video. Thanks so much for just sharing some of that stuff. We've had plenty of these calls before. We've gone into some advanced techniques. We might do some more of that for the training for our LXL Pro guys, but let's leave it here. All the best to you, your wife, and your lovely daughter there. And thank you so much for coming on, and we'll catch you in another video somewhere. And to the LXL team and the LXL Pro team, was such a tongue-twisting mouthful. Guys, you're in good hands with Igor. We wouldn't give you sub-quality traffic because we want you to get results, because the thing I love about this industry is we cannot become successful unless we help you become massively successful, and that's the business that Igor's in as well. So thanks very much for joining us on this video, and we'll see you soon. This is Alby and Igor over and out. Bye-bye.